Why can't I stop sharing? What happened? Stop sharing. There.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So
Good
you
evening.
joined Toastmasters. Now what? I'm just reading the one in the screen. Welcome, TM Biela, and of course, DTM Julius. What an honor to be the one orienting TM Julius and TM Biela. Congratulations for joining Laguna Toastmasters Club. And we know that we are up for more growth in our club because of the new addition in our team and of course, the leadership of Laguna Toastmasters Club. And I am very happy today that they are all here to support the membership, VP membership for the orientation. Power pack ang ating orientation tonight. So next slide, we will discuss about our agenda. We decided to have this as a very light orientation, get to know about the club and what do we expect about our club, and at the same time, how can we all together help each other to grow and of course, the growth of the club as well. May kabilang meeting po ang anak ko, kaya pasensya na po kayo. Okay. And so I will start with the next slide, please. It's what are your goals? So these goals have inspired me a lot. And in general, if you will read all of it, it's all about developing ourselves, building confidence, helping us in our developing our communication and leadership skills. And me personally, all of these are like the summary of my goal. Like each one of us want to become a great speaker, improve our presentation skills. And today I am very happy to be hosting this orientation. I was so nervous in the beginning, but now I feel confident because of all the leaders that is here with me. Next slide. Anak. We used to meet once a week for the meeting, but then we decided with the hybrid, we will meet twice a month. And this way, we can all prepare for a more productive and much more fun of learning, and it would not pressure everybody to, come every meeting. And I think with the two times a month meeting, one with us online and the other one's face to face, me personally helps me to prepare more myself on the next meeting. So I personally like the 2 times a week meeting, and I think it has been voted to do that twice a month. And these are the leadership of our club. And of course, our dear president is a L. And we have, this is, I think, his second term since I joined. And of course, we all trust his leadership as a president of our club. And we have our vice president for education, TM Sofia. She's also here tonight. And our vice president for public relations, TM Grace. And TM Josh is our treasurer, and the sergeant at arms is TM Kiko, and TM Crisel is our secretary. And also, we have tonight our club growth director for Division K. She will give us some time tonight to help us as well. So what are your goals? So as a member of Laguna Toastmasters Club, we are here to know what would you like to meet? What is the goal that you would like to meet for this coming months? And hopefully we have only like 3 months before the end of 2022. So we still have 1 quarter to meet the goal for 2022, right? So we're excited to know about that. And the next one is I would like to call our Division K Club Growth Director, TM Cheryl Antican, to give us some information on how can we support you.
Okay, thank you, TM Shella, our Vice President for Membership. First of all, I would like to say good evening to everyone. Let's not be formal tonight. So chill lang tayo tonight because we want to, parang ano lang naman, this is only a brief orientation, and the way I see it, both the new members of LTMC are Toastmasters, and we have DTM. That's why I'm feeling kind of nervous speaking. so so thank you. So okay, so what can we do to help you? So as you know, aside from Laguna Toastmasters Club, you have Division K to assist you. Should you need assistance in mentorship, or if you have questions about the base camp, aside from the officers of LTMC, you also have the division to support you. We all know that DTM Julius is the immediate past director of the division. So it's really a privilege and honor to have him with us. So as your club growth director, if you have questions and if you wish to also learn more about the other clubs in our own division, please feel free to approach me or message me. And since I became the club growth director, I realized one thing, that what we do in LTMC directly affects the entire division. So it means we are like a big family here in Division K. So we are not confined in our own walls as LTMC, but everything that we do, all the DCP points that we acquire is reflected in our bigger family, which is Division K. So I would like to take this opportunity to ask for your support to achieve your goals, not just for your personal growth, but think of your family outside LTMC who are also cheering for you and rooting for you to do well in your own progress in Toastmasters Club. So there you go. Thank you for this chance, VP for Education, VP for Membership, TM Shella, for giving me the floor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, TM Share. CDG, Cheryl Antican. I realized after TM Cheryl spoke that I'm a bit formal. I really wanted to be so light, and I edited the whole membership presentation to make it light, not too formal, because I remember when I was new. To be honest, I didn't remember anything about the presentation. Like it didn't really sink in on that day. So I have to I think it's more on like how you will make that person feel during the orientation that you have someone to help. I'm not saying okay, maybe I have to rephrase what I have said. It's not because of the presentation per se that I did not remember about the presentation. It's just that when I was new, of course, I was not aware of all of it. But today, because TM Viera is here and TM Julius, they're all already a Toastmaster. And I was expecting, of course, TM Arlene and TM Jean tonight. So I was putting myself on their shoes tonight that I did not really put all the details on the presentation because I want them first to feel that there are people here in the club that can help them in any questions that they will have. So here in the club meeting roles, we all know this, so I will not go to all the details.
Team Sheila,
Yes.
permission to disturb
Yes,
you.
please.
I would like to welcome Team Janelle.
Ah.
She's here. She is our previous member. She's my batchmate
Oh.
in the Toastmasters Club. She's our previous secretary.
Hello, TM Janelle.
Everybody,
Good
please welcome
evening.
TM Janelle.
Welcome, and thank you for attending tonight's
Do you
orientation.
still remember her, Team She, and Team Grace?
I'm not sure. Maybe with a video.
With the video on, yes. I
Team
was about to
Janelle,
say
we're
the same
very
thing.
excited to see you again.
Hello.
Remember Team Janelle? Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Surprise kayo, no?
Oh.
She's renewed member na ulit si TMJ now.
I'm hoping and praying.
Naalala ko siya, naalala ko.
Yeah, we can't hear you,
Hindi na
Team
kami
Janelle. You know,
nagpang-abot.
she got married. That's why she had take a
I
leave.
can you hear
Sorry.
me now?
Miss ko na.
Yes,
Team Janelle,
clear.
ikaw na bahala.
Magbabalik loob na ako.
Yay!
Yun, I joined Toastmasters. When was it, Isael?
2019.
Yes,
2019.
2019. Then the pandemic ruined our lives. Our schedules. Then I got married, transferred to a new job. So I think I'm stable enough. My schedule is stable enough. So that's why I asked Isael for
Yes.
the membership if I can join back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome,
again,
Team
Team
Janelle.
Janelle.
We're happy to
Okay.
have you in Laguna Toastmasters Club. Okay, now I will pass the floor to TM Sophia to discuss about the pathways and other our VP for education. Take it away, TM Sophia.
Hello, everyone. I am Sophia. I am your VP for Education, and I'm here to introduce to you our Pathways Learning Experience. Well, since everyone here is already a Toastmaster, I'm sure that all of us are already acquainted with the pathways and how Toastmaster works. Let me just open my own copy of the slide. So that there. And so as we all know, there are 11 unique paths that we can take if we want to focus on a particular strength or learn something from that pathway. There are a lot of pathways available that target different things that we want to improve on. And something that might help you throughout your journey, which probably you have already experienced. Well, this speech of mine is supposedly for the new members that are not Toastmaster. So let me just say it anyway. But you can take your assessments to be more personalized and know what you want. What is it exactly that you want? Could we go back to the former slide, please? The first one, the very first one. Mhm. If we could just, sorry. The very first slide, slide 9. All right. So as you can see, you have an assessment that we've already probably seen. Again, here is my código. That you can take to see which one suits you best, but you don't have to follow what the assessment tells you. If you want to take leadership or public relations, you can take that. Just for keep in mind that you should take the path that you want to learn more about or that you want to improve on. So next slide, please. And I see we have a new member, TM John K. Jean K. Hello, welcome to our members orientation. After my portion, maybe we can do a little introduction so that we can all get to know you. So as you can see here, there are a lot of different paths in Toastmasters available for you. There's leadership development, innovative planning. There's even humor if you'd ever want to dabble in stand-up comedy or being more humorous in your day-to-day speeches in general. There's also team collaborations and strategic relationships. So truly, Toastmasters isn't just for personal growth. I know a lot of companies also use Toastmasters. I think the Amplion Xperia, right? That's a what do you call this? An organization or like a job that utilizes Toastmasters. So there are a lot of different pathways for us, be it for our own personal growth. Perhaps we want to be more of a leader and learn how to be a good leader, or maybe we want to learn how to work with our group, like with the organizations like Amplion. They can perhaps take in team collaboration or strategic relationships. So there are a lot of different paths for you to take. Next slide. Just to give you a brief rundown of the particular pathways that each member has taken, here's a pathway chart, especially collated by our VP membership. So as we can see here, a lot of people are in innovative planning. There's 5 people there. There are some with visionary communication, effective coaching, dynamic leadership, and the more that you get to know them through their speeches and as you get to see their speech projects, you'll really get to see that the projects that they're able to do are really go in line with the pathway that they take. So, for example, innovative planning, I've seen a lot of projects where they have to report on a project or a plan that they had, and they're supposed to give a report to the group. So in Toastmasters, the pathways aren't just there to give you an instruction on what your next speech should be, but it also allows you to experience it. For example, me, I had a speech project where I was supposed to facilitate a roundtable discussion. I was supposed to facilitate an organization for 3 weeks. It can even span up to a month, and then my next speech should report on that. So it isn't just creating speeches, but it's also experiencing things based on what your path is. Next slide, please. So the next slide is a continuation of the pathways chart. As you can see, a lot of people are also in presentation mastery. And I think presentation mastery is a great beginner's starter because it encompasses a lot of the very basics of speaking, public speaking. It's very well rounded. And then after you finish presentation mastery, then you can go into the more fine lined and targeted pathways such as motivational strategies or dynamic leadership. So next slide, please. Lastly, in my portion for the VP education, we offer mentoring programs. So we're still in the works of polishing our mentoring program in the Laguna TMC. We have a lot of plans for the mentoring because we want to be able to really focus on each member's strengths, especially for the new members. We want them to get well acquainted with the club. So we are doing sort of like a choose your own mentor. And as you can see with the charts that I have previously showed, for example, you're part of dynamic leadership, you can look under who is under dynamic leadership and you could probably ask them for help if you have any questions. For those in presentation mastery, you can approach any one of us in presentation mastery to ask your questions. And then after we have streamlined our mentorship program, we will give you a list of options based on your path for who you want to mentor you. So you can choose your own mentor so that we want you to be comfortable with your mentor and we want you to be able to form a relationship and close bond. We want you guys to be able to be open up with each other. So you can open up with them because of course, learning will be hard if you're not comfortable with your teacher or your mentor. So we want you to be very to have the option to choose who your mentor will be so that you're also comfortable with them. So the general premise though of the mentoring program in Toastmasters is that experienced mentors or Toastmasters or members are there to guide you and support you in your goals, creating speeches. You can come to them for help. And there's also a mentorship training program that will pop up once you've completed a certain level, a specific level in your pathway, just to ensure that you already have enough knowledge on Toastmasters and your pathway to be able to mentor. And so there are still a lot of aspects in the Laguna TMC and how we work, but I will be sending a Laguna Toastmasters starter pack for all of our new members, and I'll also send it to the old members because this is something new that we are working on. It will include a lot of tutorials and presentations that will show you and introduce you to Laguna TMC and how we work, how we operate. I will also include videos there on how to navigate Basecamp, how to navigate EasySpeak, which is the main platform that we use to plan our meeting agendas. So if you still don't have an EasySpeak account, you can just wait for our starter pack and I'll introduce you to the EasySpeak website and how to create an account, so on and so forth. So that's it for my portion. I will now move on to the president, Israel, right? TMSL, Leadership Opportunities. Right. Thank you very much.
All right. Good evening once again, fellow Toastmasters, and of course to our guests. Our new members. I just heard DTM Julius said it's a Nemo. New. He just called it as a Nemo. That's a great term we can adopt. Thank you, DTM Julius. Actually, we just thought that if it's okay with you, you will be our advisor in Laguna Toastmasters Club. We really need your wisdom to guide us in what we do, and I hope you will accept that. Okay, thank you so much, Team Julius. Now, for our new members, you will be in Toastmasters. Do you know the tagline where leaders are made? Every leaders in Toastmasters, from club sergeant at arms to district director, is a volunteer that has grown in their skills through service at the club and district levels, of course. So in Toastmasters, you will be given the opportunity to lead. So start from your giving feedback to the speakers, serving as a club officers, or mentoring other members. With the leadership that your skills will gain, you empower others to, of course, to accomplish their goals. So these are the, as you can see on the graph, members are the foundations of our organization. So it all starts from the club and on the way up to the board of directors in international. So here we are considering through our club, we hope that you will also take the chance, an opportunity to become the leaders in our organization soon. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so for club, the officers' role that are composed, of course, the president, as already mentioned by TM Sheila, from president to VP for education, membership, public relations, secretary, treasurer, and of course, the sergeant at arms. And if you want to move on to higher leadership role, you can take a role in area level or division level. So in the case of area, we have area 1, 2, 3, I believe. So from normally, usually in here in Laguna, and for division, we have Team Julius is our past division director. Is composed of clubs in Batangas, Cavite, and Laguna. And I believe we all have new club in Quezon. I just read we have a new club in Quezon province. Am I right, Team Julius? We have a new club in Quezon.
Yes, we have an upcoming one, Msl, the Quezon Toastmasters Club.
So right now, our family is getting bigger from Laguna, Batangas to Cavite. We now have a Quezon. As you know, Division K is one of the always on the top of clubs and district or the division in not just in the Philippines, but of course all over the world, where the best club you can find it in district here in Division K, especially with the leadership of DTM Julius. And last term, we were very fortunate. I believe that we were Laguna Toastmaster Club. I believe we're one of the top 20 clubs in the Philippines, and hopefully we can make it to top 10. But of course, it is our goal to help you personally with your goal. That is very important. All right, for your district or region, we have skills. You can be given opportunity to move up to higher position by taking a role like for district director soon, hopefully. I believe Dean Julius is going in that kind of position soon and will be very supportive of that. Program quality director, club growth director, finance, administration. So whatever you are or your interest or capability, you are free to join or just join any of the leadership role. It's open as long as you're willing to take the role leadership role. All right, next slide, please. So that's it for my orientation. Thank you so much, TM Shelly and TM Sophia.
Thank you very much, President Isael. And I would like to call on TM Grace, our Vice President for Public Relations. You may have the floor, TM Grace. Thank you.
We can't hear you, TM Grace.
We can't hear you, TM Grace.
There. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
If you can hear me, I'd like to ask everyone to flood me with some love. Come on, if you are fully present and really paying attention to what we are presenting here, show me those love emoticons and heart. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Just to make sure everybody's up and awake and paying attention to this full, very detailed presentation prepared for us by our VP for Membership. Maraming salamat. Magandang gabi, good evening, fellow Toastmasters. I'm Grace Garcera, your Vice President for Public Relations. My job is to make sure that we are making the club known outside and everybody's aware who Laguna Toastmasters is. It's about building good PR to everyone just to make sure that members inside the club would be more proud that we are all here in this club. But just to make sure that you are building good interaction with fellow members, we have to make sure that we are all legit members. How do I say that? First things first, to be a fully pledged member, you have to make sure that you have received your confirmation email, right? TM Shalai? Because if you didn't get that, you're in big trouble. We have to go back with our VP for membership, because that welcome email is very important, because that is for you to start your profile, for you to follow certain steps, for you to get your interaction with fellow members. You have to make sure that you are able to connect with our pathway link right there, just to verify your profile. Because before we can actually build up a relationship outside, it's important that we build up relationship within the club. That's what I'm trying to say. So in this page, you'll get to check your profile and update your information right there. If you'll be needing assistance when it comes to navigating this, you may approach your chosen mentor if you're having a hard time, or perhaps you can approach our Vice President for Membership to assist you navigating this part, because this is crucial in putting all the information, because the communication will start from here. And it is also important that you get to choose your path, because from the pathway that was shared earlier by TM Sophia, our Vice President for Education, you will have to choose a path. And then eventually in that pathway, especially for new TMK, are you there? For the rest of the TMs, everyone's familiar already. For TMK, you will have to choose a pathway. And once you have chosen your pathway, you have to start your projects right away. Maximize the learning opportunity by filling in. Your very first project will be the Icebreaker Speech. It's going to be a 5 to 7 minutes speech of your own chosen topic. It normally is your chosen topic, diba? Whatever it is you find interesting. But we encourage new members to use the icebreaker speech for your personal introduction to the club. So use that opportunity, your speaking project, to formally introduce yourself to everyone, to fellow Toastmasters members in Laguna Toastmasters Club. And that is where we start our interaction, and you'll be able to get to connect more with our fellow TMs inside the club. Well, that's it so far. How do we communicate with each other? How do we communicate with you? First things first, of course, please attend the meetings regularly. We do it twice a month. Rather, second Tuesday is for the Zoom meeting, and the fourth Tuesday of the month is reserved for hybrid meetings. We encourage you to join us in that pre-scheduled meeting, and we also have communication through email and FB Messenger. We have our group chat messenger. There's also, for some members, they have access to Viber, so you can also communicate to fellow members through Viber. And of course, our club resources for any updates or anything related that you'd like to learn more about Toastmasters, you can use our club resources, our official website, and the newsletter. And the email in your email, you will also receive regular newsletters. So it's important that you get that very first step done, receiving that email. That is one way to confirm that you are a legit member of Toastmasters International. That's it from my end. Back to you, Vice President for Membership, Msl.
Thank you very much, BPPRT and Grace. And next, we will, of course, our awardee. She, our Vice President for Education, TM Sophia, she will discuss with us all about the awards and recognition in the club.
Okay, so once again, good evening, everyone. Okay, I think my mic is working. I will be introducing to you the awards and recognition that you can get while you're here in Toastmasters. So next slide, please. So as we all know, there are a lot of different levels that are in each pathway, 5 levels in each pathway. And as you complete each level, you actually gain badges. So for example, here I have my 2 banners for my level 1 completed. Ay, wala na. For my level 1 completed, and my level 2 completed level for my pathway. And aside from awards for your level completion, as well as pathway, there are a lot of different badges and awards, trophies, banners, certificates that you can get while you're here at Toastmasters. I know there's even an award for finishing a certain number of levels in a certain number of time. And as we all know, there are also the club contests that happen each year that aim to showcase a lot of the talented speakers in each club. And it starts at the club level and then continues on until the international level. So here are some of the awards and trophies that you can get. Here is for table topics from our very own TM Brian Rivera, that he won on division level for the table topics. And this one is mine for when I won the evaluation for the division level this year. So we better watch out for the new club contest for 2023, because I'm sure now that we have a lot of members, there are a lot more speeches, a lot more contestants to look forward to. I'm looking forward to see who among us will be able to participate in the club contest, and I'm really rooting for us. I hope that we reach the division level or even past that. So those are the achievements and recognitions that you can get through Toastmasters, so you know that your efforts really aren't going to waste, because all of your time and your effort, as well as your achievements, are well accomplished, and they are acknowledged. Next slide, please. Aside from the physical copies of the awards that you can get, you also can receive digital badges as you finish a certain level or a certain pathway. And as the Vice President for Education, it's my job to um, accept your requests for completion of a level. I will be the one sending in your badges as well as your e-certificates for when you finish a level. So you always get that feeling of accomplishment, that sense of accomplishment after you finish a level because you've received your proof of finishing a level as well as your certificate. And that ends it for my portion for the awards and the recognitions as well as the certificates that you can earn while you're here in Toastmasters. So I'm looking forward to your awards.
Thank you very much, TM Sophia. And thank you for all the informations that you have given to all our new members. And of course, our free, I would not say old members, but our Toastmasters who have joined us in Laguna Toastmasters Club. The club expectations and policy for me, I will be 1 year now in the club. And I think it's the club expectations and policy. We are all professionals, and I know that whatever how we act in front of other people, and I last Toastmasters meeting, I even shared that we all share the same values, and that is something that I really like in Laguna Toastmasters Club. These are just basic club expectations and policy, and I would like to call our president to just quickly discuss it to all of us.
ITM, shall I? What is it? I'm sorry.
The club expectations and policy. So the standard club options, like how many times we have to attend the meetings, and the original version of this presentation, it says that if you attend, you must attend club meeting number of times for the club meeting, and then if you don't attend, there's a consequence. But in Laguna Toastmasters Club, we all know that we are all responsible club members, and we are here we are not forced to join the Toastmasters Club. Instead, we are here to develop ourselves and to learn more about communication, presentation, and leaderships that we all have discussed during the orientation. So if you can add some information about that, President Sael.
Yes, thank you, Tim Shela.
Thank you.
Well, it's on our Toastmasters club promise or pledge. Whenever we started, it's a norm that when we started our program, we have to recite and pledge. So it's all start there that you have to attend club meetings regularly. You have to prepare all the project to the best of your ability. So based on Toastmaster education program, prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments. I'm just reciting it right now. So those are the expectations. So to provide fellow members with helpful, constructive evaluations, I believe they all know that already. So maintain a club of positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow, and serve as club as an officer when called upon to do so. So it's important that when you're asked, we rarely say no, just yes, because this is the reason why we joined. To treat with all club members or guests with respect and courtesy. We are all professional here, so of course it is important. One I believe character of Toastmasters: integrity and respect. And of course, we need to bring guests in our class so everybody would know what is the benefits Toastmasters can offer. We have a guidelines and rules for all Toastmasters, as mentioned by our VP per Education, Team Sophia, about the education and recognition programs, and of course, our core values. It's all about integrity, respect, service, and of course, excellence during the conduct of all Toastmasters activities. With all that, I just don't want you to really feel pressure. Here in Laguna Toastmasters Club, we conduct our meeting, of course, with all the best that we can be, but we make sure that we all still have fun. not really very strict, but we all make sure that at the end of our meeting, we had very enjoyable experience. There's a lot of takeaways, especially with there's DT and Julius in our meeting. Oh, okay, you can have a lot of wisdom there and takeaways or gems. We call it gems in Toastmasters Club that you can get here in our meetings. But of course, our education session is not just limited in our club. Once you become a members of the Toastmasters, the opportunities is abound. I mean, you can join anybody. Like, for example, the Team Julius is everywhere. He's in demand. I mean, as a general evaluator. So whenever before I'm just surprised when somebody invited me and there the Team Julius again. So wow. So you just not just here in Division K in the but also in the district Philippines, but all over the world where you have the opportunity to join. And once in a while, we have make sure it's exciting. So we have a joint meeting with other clubs. So it's not just Laguna Toastmaster Club. Once in a while, we can have a joint meeting with Korean Toastmasters Club or Japan or some other clubs where we have the same time meeting. So we can do that. So that would be a great opportunity not just to exchange culture, but learn more or benchmark more about what they do best and what they can learn from us. It's really exciting here. Unlike before, when we're doing it in person, we're just limited by members. But the good thing about also virtual, we just cannot get away with it. We're just still doing it because it's here. Most of us are still doing it here, especially even if face-to-face, we're still doing it virtual and there's opportunities about. So that's it, everybody. So thank you, Team Shelly.
Thank you very much, President Isael. And thank you to all our club officers who have helped us a lot for this orientation tonight. And before we go on to our Q&A, may I ask our new members, and of course, it's our honorary advisor and the member. It's really a privilege to have DTM Julius in our club. May I have if you can give us some words for tonight, DTM Julius, and then all the other members as well.
Sorry, Team Sheila, DTM Julius has a question here in
okay.
in the chat. Can you read and please answer it? It's very urgent. And we must do it.
Okay, I'll answer first. There was a question earlier. There are 3 questions. That does it come with starter snacks? I will be checking with our vice president with our treasurer if we can. If we have, of course, we have a lot of sponsors in Laguna Toastmasters Club. I can even send water. So and the next question, can we also communicate via TikTok? We are looking for TikTokers right now. So we are if whoever wants to apply, please just write us a message.
Team Sheila,
Yes.
I can see Team She. Because of Laguna Toastmasters Cup, I learned how to do the TikTok dance. During last year, Christmas party was, do you remember that? Everybody do the TikTok moves, and it was Team She who is the mastermind of everything. So, can you imagine me doing TikTok and now it becomes my habit right now?
And now you become a blogger.
Yes, become blogger too. Of course,
yes.
because of the confidence that I gained from Laguna Toastmasters Club. And I do some hosting as well.
Yes.
For free.
I followed your vlog since October last year when I joined Toastmasters Club. And I remember my first icebreaker speech, I was so nervous. Really, like trembling. But now I can host. and also your videos, the Msl, they're really good. So the Toastmasters Club is really a great opportunity for us. And I can see TM She raising her hand. And of course, if TM Julius also can give us some words of wisdom tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you, PP Shella. If I may suggest, before we hear words of encouragement from our very own, talaga very own, na-claim ko na, advice. Hindi ko alam kung nakapirma na siya ng kontrata, pero, pero perhaps,
Na parang sunog
ay,
na na.
oo, ayan, nasunog na ang
Sorry.
sinaing. Kasi gumamit ng rice cooker. Okay, so that's my tip for tonight. Gumamit ng rice cooker pag may meeting para iiwanan mo na lang. Think, kasi po ako personally, I would like to hear from the new members kung ano yung expectations nila from Toastmasters, because probably our advisor could also respond po based sa kanila ring expectations. Baka meron silang or idea as to how they will grow here in the club, ganyan. So we want to hear them kung ano yung in-expect nila from their growth here in the club. Ayan, na-disoriente sa sunog na sinaing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Temshe. I'm sorry. Nag-bake kasi kami kanina. Nasarapan daw ang anak ko. So nag-bake siya ng kusa. At sabi ko ngayon, anak, nasusunog na yung cookie. Okay.
So sorry, okay. The episode title for tonight, Tutong. Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry, na-disorient ako kasi nasunog po ang aming. Nag-bake siya ng cookies. I'm sorry, TM Chef. Please, can you, give me summary again?
Yes. Okay. Na-mention ko po, VP Shala, that let us give this time for our new members to express their expectations from the club. Ano pa yung na-foresee nila or na-visualize nilang growth here in Toastmasters Club?
Yes, that would be the next part, the Q&A. So, okay, we can proceed with the new members' first expectation. And then if you have any question, please, any volunteer or I should volunteer?
Hello, I volunteer.
TM Janelle, yes, please.
Yes. Isael was my batchmate way back 2019. So I just got, what do you call this? I deactivated, if it's a word, from the club, but now I'll be joining back. My question is, for the first time that I joined Toastmasters, my pathway was presentation mastery. For now, can I change it to something else, or will I continue the first path?
I think for your path, so right now you are not a member, am I correct, of Toastmasters?
I've not yet.
Because your pathway or the progress for your pathway and your level, it's usually saved in the base camp.
Yes.
So no matter how long you don't touch base camp, your progress will always still be there. So I think if once you join the Toastmasters again or redo your membership, you'll see in base camp, you'll see in base camp your progress. So if the old progress is still there, your presentation mastery progress is still there, then you can continue with that. But once you check base camp and it will ask you to choose a new pathway, then I believe that that's when you can choose your own pathway or a new pathway. But again, I'm not sure how it goes. It's just a speculation. But I'm pretty sure it's like that because the pathway is connected to your email.
Yes. I'll just check on it.
Yes. So perhaps if you want to scrap the presentation mastery or your progress before, maybe you can just sign up using a new email so that you can start fresh.
All right. Thank you.
Is there anyone else who wants to answer or TM Chef?
Sorry, permission to give, sorry po. I'd like to ask DTM Julius because from the announcement in division, once you have missed payment for 2 terms, that would put you in an inactive status. And as for clubs naman, and that will mawawala lahat. So all your points, all your DCP, and I think accomplishments on your path. So I'm not sure if she could still retrieve it. Because as for clubs naman, for clubs who cannot renew for 2 terms, they will be removed from the system and they should reapply as a new club. So I'm not sure if Toastmaster Janelle could still retrieve the same path, but please allow me to check on that. So I'll update you, VP Ed, Toastmaster Sophia, about it.
Yes, my answer, I was also not sure. I was just basing it off of what I know. Okay, so there we go, TMJ now.
TM Share, I asked TMJ Nell to if she still remembers her membership number. Do you think it still matter about the membership number? TM member number.
Yes, I can check. I can check that one. If you can give me the full name and the PN number, I can check the status.
Okay, so parang from what I'm hearing, if I want a new pathway, I can just register with a new email so that I can have a new pathway or I can start a new pathway, which is okay for me.
Yeah, I am TMJ Nell. We can come back to you on that one just to
Mm.
verify, because
Yes.
some can have 2 pathways enrolled,
Okay.
right? I just saw some members with 2 pathways, even though they did not finish yet the other one, or they have to finish. Okay, it's not
Okay.
updated.
I'll just retrieve my
We'll come back to
membership
you. Yes,
number
TMJ. Now, if you can give me the PN
from the
number,
baul.
yes. If you can give me the PN number and the complete name when you registered, we can check
Yes.
and verify for you. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad to see how Toastmasters Laguna have grown, because when Trixie started this, it was just how many members, and now it's congratulations, Isael.
Well, it's so happy that we're together again, and I'm overwhelmed right now. If only I could reach out to other members and officers before when we just started. So I feel it's a great feeling. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Janelle, for
you.
joining us, for reactivating your membership. TM Sheila will be reaching out to
Yes.
you to help you about this concern and to become again a full-fledged Toastmasters. Thank you.
Could I just say, see, TM Arlene has recently just joined us. Hello. Can I ask
Hello,
Hello.
Sam
Yes,
Arlene.
how we're going to follow through since we're already in the question and answer portion?
We
Hello,
will.
sorry.
Hello, TM Arlene. Yeah, I just saw your message. Sorry. That we're glad to meet you online, and we will send you the recording of this meeting, and also we can do a one-on-one meeting orientation, and we will send you the starter pack. Our VP Education will send you a starter pack, and anytime that you want to like have a meeting with us, we can always accommodate you. I'll message you on private message. Thank
Thank you
you.
po.
Nice to see you. How about PM Jean and PM Bella?
Okay, hi,
Jean.
good evening. I'm Jean K, or you can call me K. I was invited by Miss Grace and PM Grace and PM Mayet. What's my expectation in Toastmaster? Actually, I'm not sure what to expect. except the fact that I would like to improve my communication skills and be able to spontaneously speak in English. And why I became interested in Toastmaster, aside from the fact that it's Miss Grace who invited me here, I've read about Toastmaster in several books and known writers, authors, and public speakers, and they're really encouraging people who wants to develop themselves in communications and personality development. So it's highly recommended to join Toastmasters, and I'm really excited that I've bumped into people who are really into this. And I'm so excited because this is my first club, and I'm not aware that there's Toastmaster here in the Philippines. So I'm happy to be part of this. And I can see that all of you are very welcoming, and it's really a good environment to grow and develop. It's really your help. You'll be of help. I heard na very, what do you call this? I will be able to gain confidence in being around you. So thank you so much for welcoming me.
Thank you so much, TM Jean, and we are looking forward for your first icebreaker speech. And we have a speech marathon on October 11th. Hopefully, you can prepare your icebreaker speech. It's a good opportunity to do your speeches on that day. And yes, I was just reminiscing my icebreaker speech where I prepared for 3 days and I was sweating on that day. But yeah, that I'm sure all of you will be confident to speak up and just relax. That's what I really learned. Relax, just be yourself, and this is a place to learn and grow together. And I would like thank you so much, TM Jean, and I would like to ask also TM Orlane if you your expectations and what you why did you join Toastmasters Club?
Actually po, si TM Cheryl, Tita She po yung nag-invite sa akin. And I was supposed to join since last year, but then they they just found out that I wasn't eligible yet because I wasn't 18 that time. So now that I'm 18, I finally can join. But that was last November pa sana ako magsa-start, but I wanted to focus more during that time po kasi patapos na yung school year for senior high school. So I wanted to focus po muna sa academics, and then I wanted to rest during the summer. And now po I said I'm ready to join Toastmasters. And why I was interested, syempre po aside from sa recommendation ni Tita TM Cheryl, um uh I really want to join Toastmasters dahil po sa public speaking. I want to develop that skill which would be useful now and especially in the future, and probably with my career path po. And also interacting with everyone because last year puro online lang po yung meetings, pero now we have face to face. I'm really looking forward to that po. And ano lang po pala, I'm very happy to see Tita Kay here because we actually met each other before sa archery during my archery class there in the strip. It was called the Junction pa ata that time. And yeah. Hello po. And hello po everyone.
Thank you, TM Orlane. And I remember when I was 18 years old. Tita She, TM She. I hope I've learned about Toastmasters when I was your age. But of course, it's never too late to learn. So I'm still 18 at heart. Thank you, and welcome to Laguna Toastmasters Club. And I would like to give the floor next to TM Biela. It was really, I feel really happy at talking to you on the messenger, sending you that message. That's my first VP membership stand. So I'm, yeah. And so yeah, please, you may have the floor.
Yeah, thank you for it was also very nice for me chatting with you because I could really feel the warmth of the Laguna Toastmasters Club. So anyway, I'm Bella. I'm previously from the Ampli and Xperia Toastmaster Club, but I was basically a wall most of the time, so you can just treat me like a new member. So the orientation this time was really helpful to me because I basically forgot all of that from my previous company. So for my expectations and basically why I joined the club, I'm a really introverted person, and I really don't like talking to people. So I was really hoping to gain more confidence in public speaking, communication skills in all aspects like conversational topics and even in corporate settings, all of those things. So I really want to gain the skills and confidence to really deliver. So and from the last session with the Laguna Toastmasters Club that I attended, I could really feel that this club is very welcoming. So I'm really looking forward to attending more sessions with the team and engaging more with the pathways. Yeah. Thank you so much. And it was TM Julius who asked me to join or invited me to join Laguna TMC because we were kicked out from the Amplian Toastmaster Club because we were no longer part of that company. So yeah, thank you so much for the welcome, everyone.
Thank you very much, Tian
Mm,
Biela. And I'm happy that you feel welcome in Laguna Toastmasters Club. And
thank
today also, I feel very happy as a VP for membership. I feel glad that I said yes to become a VP for membership. To be
you.
honest, I don't want to be an officer. I feel so shy speaking in front of an audience, and I just thought that I will join the club and I will just learn it by myself. But I think sharing yourself to others is what helps you more to become a better
Mm.
speaker and a better leader in the future. So thank you very much. I'm happy that you feel welcome. And thank you for joining Laguna Toastmasters Club. The loss of Nexperia Amplion is our gain. So, and we look forward to, of course, we are the same family as of
Yeah,
CD,
yeah,
you said. We are the same family, but I'm just saying that.
yeah.
Thank you. And
Thank
now
you.
we wanted to hear from DTM Julius. Before that, when I first met DTM Julius, I think the in one of our meetings, and then before, when I hear the word DTM, division director, I feel so nervous, like shaking. Then I met TM Julius during our Christmas party. I think was that first our Christmas party? The TM Share, what was that event, right? That was the first time I met DTM Julius. He is so down to earth, and I feel that he wanted to share his knowledge. That's why every time he's there, and when he joined our club, I am more happy. So I would like to give the floor now to DTM Julius. Take it away, DTM Julius.
Thank you, Tiam Shella, for that. And you deserve a burger from me for that very generous introduction. Uh, Down to earth, ang Tagalog doon yan, hampas lupa. Kasi earth, di ba? Hampas lupa. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. When I hear the word Toastmasters, there's one corresponding word that always resonates in my mind, and that would be fulfilling. Just recently, I received a message because they were asking for my profile and they asked me to describe Toastmasters in one word. And I simply said, without batting an eyelash, sabi ko, fulfilling. So why is it fulfilling? Let me share three reasons. So the power of three in application. Fulfilling because to start with, no, as I look back in the 5 years of my life as a Toastmaster, I can really attest to the fact that foundational is the growth in self-confidence. I have been part of several mentoring groups, no, and one of my mentees used to say that indeed she gained self-confidence because of Toastmasters. And as they say, self-confidence is a game changer in every area of our lives. Diba? So when you are self-confident in a modest way, you really achieve, no, in a professional manner, in your personal life, in your interpersonal communication and relationships. So indeed, hands down, self-confidence, it is one of the biggest blessings in Toastmasters. And I can clearly remember when I joined Toastmasters through Ampli and Experience Toastmasters Club, one of my primary reasons was to really grow in communication skills and more on the speaking side. But lo and behold, unknown to me, I only grew not just in the speaking side, but also in the listening side, which I really needed that time. Kasi I used to be the person who listens with the intent to reply and not with the intent to understand. So when I was new with Toastmasters, no, let's say may kausap ako as an example. When that other person is talking, especially in the context of the workplace, no, meron kaming discussion. Yes, I'm listening, but my mind is already busy preparing my rebuttals to that person. So I was listening not with the intent to understand, but I was listening with the intent to reply. And the beauty behind Toastmasters is that, also through God's grace, is that because of our concrete activities such as evaluation and feedback, I was really forced, quote unquote, and trained to listen with the intent to understand and not just with the intent to reply. And I can really say that, it really changed my world because, when you listen with the intent to understand, you strengthen your relationships with your family, with your friends, and with everyone. So along with self-confidence, that was one of the big lead-ins that I gained in Toastmasters. Yes, I grew in public speaking as with all of us, but more than that, I grew in the art of listening, which is part of communication. So we listen, then we think, we organize in our thoughts, and then we speak. So that would be point number one. Point number two, as they say, iron sharpens iron, diba? In Tagalog, ang plancha, nagpa-plancha ng plancha. Iron. So seriously, iron sharpens iron. When we come together, we sharpen each other. And as Henry Ford would say, coming together is the beginning, keeping together is progress, working together is success. And I can say that in the past 5 years of my life in Toastmasters, the coming together part is really wonderful. It starts with the club, diba? When we come together in our club meetings, we share experiences, we share life, we do life. And whenever we share our experiences for our speeches, we may not be aware of it, but our sharing is sharpening the life of another person. It's adding value to the life of another person. And that's the beauty of, Toastmasters, because through our formal meetings, whenever we share our life through our speeches, we actually add value to one another. We give hope, we give inspiration, we motivate, we paint a beautiful picture, and we are able to show the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. That's one of the corollary benefits of iron sharpens iron. And of course, alam niyo ba na biglang nag-explode yung number of friends ko sa Facebook because of Toastmasters, no? I mean, not just in District 75, but even globally, no? I have gained Toastmaster friends from around the world. And along with my friends in the John Maxwell team, no? So, but it's really a blessing. I've come to know more people and be blessed by them, be enriched by their lives. Because really, point number two, iron sharpens iron. And point number three, which for me is really impactful, trivia. Do you know that I got to form my personal mission statement, my life's purpose statement through Toastmasters? It happened in the year 2018. I joined a table topic session in Ampli and Experience Toastmasters Club. And the question was, in the table topic session, what makes you jump out of bed every morning? Okay, my answer was the smell of bacon and coffee. Just kidding. But it made me journey within and ask myself, oh nga no, what makes me jump out of bed every morning? More than the coffee and the bacon and my bladder prodding me to go to the comfort room. No? Kasi ihing-ihi na, no? I realized that I needed to be clear on my personal mission statement, my life's purpose. And that was triggered because of a table topics question in Toastmasters. And long story short, that started the journey. With the help of John Maxwell team, I was able to craft my personal mission statement. And it is that personal mission statement that is now giving me direction whenever I wake up every morning, on top of coffee. So, just to mention some of the blessings of Toastmasters: self-confidence, the beauty of fellowship, and iron sharpens iron. Number three, my life's purpose. So my message is to my fellow new members in Laguna TMC, you have just made one of the best decisions that you can ever make in your life. I'm sure in the years to come, you can look back and say that, boy, am I grateful that I made that life-changing decision, which will help me grow to reach my maximum potential and allow me to become the best version of myself. So allow me to welcome my fellow new members in Laguna TMC, and I'm looking forward to our journey as together we grow in communication and leadership skills and expand our network and our friends in Facebook. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Shella.
Wow. That's the only word I can say. Wow. Parang makakapaganyan ka na lang na, ha? Gusto ko sana ganun din ako magsalita. No? I really look forward to speak the same way as the TM Julius. Even TM She, parang they are the Laguna Toastmasters Lab. They always do their homework. The speeches, they really come from the bottom of their heart. So I look forward to your first speeches, and the VP of Education has prepared for us a speech marathon for October 11. Please join the speech marathon. The priority are the new members, level 1 and level 2. I should do my speech on that day, and now I feel nervous to complete my level 1. So I have one more speech to complete my level 1. And thank you very much. Indeed, the words of wisdom of DTM Julius, it just summarized everything tonight. And we look forward to all grow with you. And again, welcome to Laguna Toastmasters Club. And thank you to all our officers. You made my life really easy. And thank you for the support for today's orientation and the power pack ang ating orientation. Thank you very much. I think that's all for tonight. Press, do you have something else to say?
Yes. Thank you again, Team Shelai, for of course for all our officers for conducting this new Nemo, new members orientations. That's from DTM Julius. And again, this is a great start for our new members. And I'm looking forward, TM Jean, TM Mary Orlane, and Team Bella, and of course, our Team JNL, DTM Julius. I am looking forward to our next session, the second and fourth. Make sure to already set that on your schedule, of course, every Tuesday. And looking forward to your speeches and for your personal growth. Thank you so much. All right.
Okay, thank you, Press. Before we take our photo ops, I just want to give the news to TMJ now that you can still continue your path, the one that or you can change your path. TMJ.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, she can continue. I will check that. But since Laguna Toastmasters Club is have grown since you have joined, and all the members are still intact, you can still continue your path, or I will check if you can change your pathways. Thank you.
All right. Team
I can
Gray,
see
Thank
TM
you.
thinking.
take over.
Once again, welcome to Laguna Toastmasters. And of course, hindi makukumpleto ang gabi without our group photo. We appreciate everyone's presence here tonight. So let's invite everyone quickly, quick one, quick photo op. Everybody look at the camera, and please make sure you have your icebreaker project, your icebreaker speech ready for October 11. May pa-prize ang Vice President for Education. Meron tayong pa-premyo. Balita ko may mga, may ano ba yan? Pa-GC ba yan? O ano ba yan? Pa-kape ba yan? May
Baka may starter snack.
Yes, at dahil nakakolekta tayo ng tawag dito, may fund na ulit ang group dahil renewal, di ba? So merong pa-prize ang club. Okay, everyone switch on the cam and look at the cam. Look at the cam. Find the hole right there and show your best smile in your best angle. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. This time for the Laguna signature post. Give me the L. Love Laguna. Para matuwa pati sa atin ang Laguna Tourism. Alam niyo ba may programa tayo ngayon? Love Laguna. Love Laguna and promote Laguna. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you,
Yay!
everyone, for your
Thank you,
time.
everyone. Good night po. Thank you,
everyone.
Thank
Happy
Team
you.
Thursday.
Jean,
Good
Thank
Team
you.
night.
Thank you.
Team
Thank
Orly,
Team
you.
Team
Kim.
Hello po.
Janet,
Thank you.
Thank
si
you.
TM, thank you, Julie,
We'll
si Team
now end the
Julius.
Kim
Salamat
J now.
po.
meeting.
And 3, 2,